Hi everyone, this video is about my personal cultural report. From the class, we learned that cultural identity is influenced by a number of factors. So, to define your own cultural identity, you need to judge and think about it based on these factors. First of all, I am a yellow race. I am a Chinese who grew up in China for several generations. If I refer to my ethnicity in China, it can be subdivided into Han. I am a student. In theory, my class should be the proletariat. Pro, proletariat because I don't directly participate in social production and therefore cannot obtain the means of production. As a male, I bear the responsibilities of the family, such as providing financial support for the family, guiding my wife and parents to communicate effectively and hiding family conflicts. If there are major conflicts in the family, I must be the first male member in the family to solve the problem. In society, I need to actively participate in social affairs. If the country is building a conscription, adult men are also the top priority. Because China has a history of thousands of years, there are many myths, folktales, and festivals. For example, in the story, the sun is too hot and people cannot survive. So Hou Yihao shot down 8 suns and fought back bravely. The sea is vast and the waves are rolling. Jingwei wants to fill the sea with small stones one by one and fight with the tenacious character. The unrestrained Fatizing contains the indomitable and fearless spirit of the Chinese nation. In addition to myths, there are also traditional festivals and rituals. The Spring Festival is the most representative festival in China. The rituals include buying New Year's goods, client reunion dinner, lucky money, New Year's greeting, dragon and Leo dance, sighting of firecrackers, temple fires. I personally think that the most important core of this traditional festival is reunion family reunion and improve family cohesion. It plays an important role in identity. By participating in the rituals, we can feel the pride and the sense of belonging to our culture, which help me build self-esteem. Because I was born in a family that attached great importance to traditional culture, I was taught from an early age that Chinese traditional festivals should be remembered their customers and the meaning behind them. The more I know about these festivals, the more interested I am in the history and culture of this country. And thus I have a considerable understanding and love for the culture of my motherland. In addition, 2 years ago, I began to travel frequently between China and other countries. Although the country and culture and the characteristics of foreign countries are completely different, it also makes me cherish the life and customers in China more, especially during traditional festivals. I will miss the customers and habits of China. My communication style is deeply influenced by my cultural background. When communicating informally, I tend to speak slower and more shy, and sometimes I use the dialects instead of formal Mandarin. Due to my education and environment, when talk to my parents or elders, I don't yell, get emotional, or answer their question with jokes. But when talking to friends or peers, The tone is different. I prefer to try a euphemistic tone when talking to people, and I think it is a way to make both parties feel comfortable when I communicate formally, such as at work or in class. I show a different way of communication in formal occasions, speaking more formally and serious. And in class, I will choose to actively ask questions and participate in discussion. Personally, I choose to talk to my family about interesting things happening around me, and sometimes I talk about major news events happening in the community. I prefer I prefer to talk about simple topics, but my parents always like to divert the topic to me, such as my studies or my thoughts on the future, largely because of their expectations of me. When I am with friends, I mainly talk about my experience since childhood, very usually events and games, comics. For me, the choice of communication channel depends on the distance between us. I prefer to communicate with friends on social media platform because I'm not used to responding to others all the time, which gave me a safe enough distance and doesn't feel urgent. In summary, my cultural identity is influenced by many factors such as race, ethnicity, gender, class, family background, educational background, religions, beliefs, influenced by the country and the society. My value and standard of right and wrong are slightly different from other culture, and the influence of these factors also fully reflects the characteristics of culture. This culture can be obtained and passed on to me by previous generations through word of mouth or story, and is interconnected in the same cultural context. All members of the culture hold the same value are participating and developed with the inheritance of history from generation to generation.